Welcome back to HossTalks. It's time to kick off the 2022 season, and I'm so excited to be back chit-chatting with you race fans, or talking to you, really. You can't talk back. But welcome to HossTalks, presented by Performance Electronics. We're powered by TelStart Technologies, and as you can see on the desk below, we have a lot of new sponsors for the 2022 season. And honestly, there's no way for me to express my gratitude for all these folks that have come on board for the 2022 race season, allowing me to update camera systems, to make the broadcast here at Port City Raceway better, to bring more content to you, the race fans. So be sure to support those that support HossTalks. Again, you can't say thank you enough for people whenever they really step up to the plate and trust you with their brand, so to speak. So I really got to send a shout out and a thank you to all these sponsors. Velox Racing, they're in Oklahoma City. High Plains Building Division, another one that has come on big time. Forge Performance, they're right up to the street from Port City Raceway here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Doing fantastic things. They have a micro program. They do maintenance. They do all the cool stuff here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Schure Built Suspensions, if you're looking for that right shock package, that best customer service available. Mike Schure, what a big thank you to him. Hitch, if you guys need your trailers repaired, or you need something for your trailer whenever you're here in Tulsa racing at Port City Raceway, or just traveling through on your way up the turnpike to somewhere else. Maybe you need a trailer, a utility trailer, whatever it may be. Give the folks over at Hitch a call. They can surely help you out. Dysinger Race Products, Russ Dysinger doing, the things that this guy makes is just tremendous. If you haven't seen it already, if you're a racer in the market for some parts, Russ makes some high-quality stuff made in the USA, of course. Nothing gets better than that. Gjerness Racing, K&B Racing, and DragonFly Aviation, I thank all of you. And then I want to give a special shout-out and a big thank you for all the help and support from a good friend of mine, Kyler Shaw, with Fast 4 Media. Kyler, I sure do appreciate the help that you have given me along this journey of expanding the broadcast here at Port City Raceway. Speaking of which, have you guys seen any of the new broadcasts here at Port City? We have speed shot cameras located all over the racetrack. A totally different view, as we have a brand new press box here at the racetrack as well. So a lot of cool things happening at Port City Raceway in 2022. Excited to get Shane Stewart. Maybe we might be even able to talk Jen Stewart into coming in onto the show and chit-chatting with us. As we talk about cool things happening in the 2022 race season, you can't help but start off with what's happening right now. The Rayce Rudeen Foundation Non-Wing Showcase right here at Port City Raceway. Last night, as we record this, it's Saturday, March 19th. Last night, the prelim night, we saw 4 drivers lock in not only the non-wing Outlaw Division, but also the junior sprints and restrictors. And we'll give you a quick rundown of those top 4 lock-ins right after this quick sights and sounds segment that we put together for you. So just some sights and sounds here at Port City Raceway from practice night of the Non-Wing Showcase presented by Performance Electronics, benefiting the Rayce Rudeen Foundation. If you haven't checked out the Rayce Rudeen Foundation, check out RayceRudeen.org for more information. An outstanding organization bringing awareness and empowering local communities and really giving back to those to brave through the battle of addiction. So check them out, RayceRudeen.org. As we talk about our lock-ins from last night's A features, the junior sprint feature, while it may have taken a little bit of time, and I may have said a few things that people don't really agree with, it was just one of those deals where, hey, you know what? You sit there for 15 or 20 minutes trying to get these laps in, really wanting these drivers to put on the show for the fans out there freezing out. But nonetheless, Ryker Griggs, a kid that's really stepped up here as of the last year or so, won the A feature out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. He started in the 6th spot, came up to 1st to win the race. But the big key driver of the night for me, in my opinion, would be that of Brody Stewart out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Brody had an upside-down uh-oh moment in his heat race, had to run a B main, started 17th in the A, and parked it on the podium to lock into tonight's main. So a great drive there for Brody Stewart. Micah Becker and Ryker Jones were the other two cars to lock in. So Ryker Griggs, Brody Stewart, Micah Becker, and Ryker Jones locking in for your McLaughlin Mortgage Junior Sprint Division. In restrictors, the Whitaker Glass restrictors saw Kaylee Mahaffey picking up where she left off from last season on that little win streak she had rolling. Picked up the win over Brody Brown, Chase McDougal, and Scout Spraggins. Quite the showing there for these youngsters as it saw Landon Graham as your hard charger, just a few short spots outside of the locking in. But Mahaffey, Brown, McDougal, and Spraggins, your 4 lock-ins for your restrictors. We talk about the Outlaw Division, and I kind of want to give you a rundown of what happened last night. Just in case you missed it, you can go back on Flow Racing and watch the full event, or you can just search for the ending of the night here for your non-wing Outlaw. It saw Jeffrey Newell out to an early race lead until getting into lap traffic and getting caught up and stalling the car. With just a few short laps left, Jeffrey Newell ended up pulling off to the pit area. Sean Mahaffey then took over the command. And let me tell you, he was running smooth and steady around the bottom. Should have been coming for the checkered flag, but trouble arose, a caution flew, and woed the field up. Under parade lap, Sean stopped out of turn number 2 to what became known to me afterwards as a failed stator on the car. So trouble for Mahaffey, which would forfeit the lead over to Gavin Boschel. Gavin Boschel would go on to win the night's prelim feature, the driver out of Mooresville, North Carolina, advancing 9 spots to win last night's race. Frank Flood finished in 2nd, Shelby Hinton in 3rd, and then rounding out the top 4 lock-ins would be Jonathan Beeson. The story for me, looking at the results now, that needs to be told would be that of Brody McLaughlin. Brody McLaughlin finished in the 5th spot, but had to come from 20th. So Brody McLaughlin, Big Mac Racing out of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, doing a fantastic job to just come up just a little bit shy. But hey, tonight's an all-new night. That's your rundown on night number 1 of the Non-Wing Showcase presented by Performance Electronics, benefiting the Rayce Rudeen Foundation. As we talk about 2022 for HossTalks, I'd like to know, what do you, the race fan, want to see more of? Do you want to see more interviews here in the HossTalks studio at Bob's Turn 5? Do you want to see more pit side interviews with drivers or crew chiefs? Do you want to see moms and dads? Do you want to see media personnel? Do you want to see racetrack officials? Let me know in the comments below who you think I should interview in 2022. Until then, race fans, I'm so excited to get things started. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll catch you in the next episode of HossTalks.